Hey everyone, Brandon here. I am going to go through small cap stocks that look like they're ready to go. I've got a whole big list of small cap stocks that look good. We just analyzed and looked at the IWM and the small cap ETF and realized that recently the momentum of the power momentum strategy shifted and confirmed and is in favor of small caps. Finally, small caps have not been something that we wanted to look at using our system for a while, but looks like small caps are finally good to go. Hopefully this is the season, the summer of small caps. So there's a ton of them to look at. But I've kind of nailed it down to a decent list of some that I really like. Some are bargain buys, some are strong buys, but I'm just going to run through them real quick. They all kind of fit the system. And the first one's Root. This is a stock that I've made good money with in the past. I typically try to trade it. I don't really position trade it. I swing trade it. Right now it's towards that bottom of that Keltner channel. It has the momentum. The price is above the 200-day moving average, and the 50-day and the 100 are all lined up. So this thing looks decent. It's at that bargain basement area. So if it can hang in here and regain some of its momentum, then this could be one to look at. So Root is one that looks decent. Could be something, for me, I'd buy it around the 120 area, probably set a stop around, somewhere like 110, 105, depending on how aggressive I want to be. And I'd look to take profits around like 160 and then maybe again around like 175. That's kind of where if, I'm looking at Root to trade it. I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm not giving you buy or sell tips. I'm just saying what I personally am looking at and how I'm using the system for there. Another one I love, GE Vernova, great industry, great stock. It's hot. It's finally kind of floating towards the middle of the Keltner channel. It's one that has all the momentum and everything like that. It's one that I would probably just start a position in. It looks like it broke out over this 450 area. Who knows how far it's going to run. It's something that's hot that everybody's looking at. Here's another one that I like. This is Chef. It's actually fairly well rated by like Charles Schwab and other rating agencies. And you can do some more research on the stock itself, but it's, of small cap stocks, it seems to be well rated and therefore more solid according to stock analysts. But it's in that middle of that Keltner channel, has nice momentum. It built out this real deep cup, and now we kind of got this handle. So if you can break out over this, 66 area, it could run. Who knows how high? I mean, the 66, 67 area is kind of like all-time highs. I need to really put Chef actually towards the top of my list. This thing could really go, and I like it. Another one, Grindr. This is, whether you like the company or not, this has been a great stock for me. I mean, I've done really well trading it, both position trading and swing trading, and right now it's just not been very good lately, meaning that it's a bargain maybe. It's kind of at that bottom of that bargain price. It's finally showing some strength. And, if I was to buy it, I'd put a stop around like this $20 area. And my first kind of profit target zone would be like to take profits around 25. But boy, once it gets up to like 25, it could just go and go and go. I mean, this looks pretty decent. This is there's some good ones in here. So another one, app loving, super hot stock, got all the way up to like 515 not too long ago, has come all the way down. Everything's in there. Again, it's at the bottom of that Keltner channel. I mean, it could be a bargain area and has a lot of room to run. I'd buy in this area, setting the stop around the 200-day moving average of like 295. Maybe take some profits around like this 420, 430 area, and then see if it could run all the way up to back up to like the 500 area. This looks like an interesting stock. I'm going to throw one in that I've done well with. I've already traded SMCI. It was a high flyer. It's finally regained its momentum. It's higher in the Keltner channel, waiting for it to come back down to maybe add to it. But all the momentum's in the favor of SMCI. It's regained the 200-day moving average, regained the 50 over the 100-day confirmation. And it seems to kind of run with NVIDIA and the whole AI and also that the semiconductor space. So this is something that, if semiconductors, NVIDIA, AI, if that keeps going, this probably will go too. So that's one that I like. Here's another, meme stock, hot stock, whatever you want to call it, Palantir. It's something that, it peaked back here at this, 122 area. Then it kind of dumped and seemed to have bottomed around the 70. I mean, that's a big swing for a stock. But ever since it kind of hit that bottom at 70, it's gone. I mean, the stock price is well above the 200-day moving average. The 50 and the 100 look very healthy. And right now, it just looks like a decent buying area. It's had a lot of red. Maybe wait till it gets a little bit more green. But, man, these stocks look so good. I can't wait to jump in and start buying these as soon as this video is over with. I might have to be a little careful here. I don't want to be overzealous while the market's a little high, but they look so good. Here's another one, SitTime Corp. This is kind of, I think it's like a semiconductor stock, and it's an up and down stock. It's a tough one, but it's got the price over the 200-day moving average. The 50-day and the 100 are lined up. It's kind of at that bottom of the Keltner channel. I mean, it looks pretty darn good. Here's one that does not look great. Has been a real winner for me. It's an up and down stock, and this is Duolingo. This is one that I've done really well with, and luckily I've traded it. I've swing traded it, and I tell you what, I think I want to swing trade these small caps. I don't, I like my positions in those A-rated, solid, large cap stocks. Metas and Googles and Nvidias and stock Philip Morris's stuff like that. But these I like to more or less just swing trade. I'll get in a position and all the way out, or I'll get in like 75% out and let 25% run. But Duolingo is the exact reason. I mean, this is a stock that you could have bought as it bounced off this 200-day moving average one of these times, and then it just ran. I mean, it went all the way from 285 to like 550. I mean, it almost like doubled. But since then, it's just been in the tanks. And maybe it's just because it went up too high, too fast, too early. This big gap right here, usually this is an area where you can look for a stock to recover. On this gap up, they usually fill that gap. So it filled that gap. So that's a plus. You got another gap down here, though. So, I mean, I kind of am thinking this stock might be bouncing off this 200-day moving average around like 350. So I personally want to wait for it to get down to that like 350 area and then maybe show some signs of recovery and some green. And you might even miss it. It might just bounce off this 350 and take off because this stock's wild. But I'm kind of trying to keep an eye on this stock, see if I can grab it around the 350. It still has the momentum. If it can stay over this 200-day moving average, then I like it. I'm not necessarily thinking that it's a great company. It may be, it may not. I don't know what it's rated. Just it's a trade, to be honest, and it's one that's worked for me really well. But I don't know if I'd want to own it long term. HCI, this is kind of like healthcare. I'll be honest. It doesn't matter what these stocks necessarily do when you're looking at small caps. I know that's kind of crazy. I just really look at the technicals. The technicals will tell you a lot. And I do like higher rated stocks, especially for like positions. I like stocks with good fundamentals for positions, but I'm just going to trade these. These are just basically small cap stocks, and a lot of these look so good. And here's another example of a stock that's just been really strong. But you see it goes to the bottom of the Keltner channel and bounces. Goes to the bottom of the Keltner channel and bounces up. And it had a huge jump up. Went all the way up to like 175 area, and then now it's just in the dumps. This big red candle here could either be a liquidity sweep, so it could take off. But it's just kind of looking weak from there. So I'm not sure. I mean, sometimes you see these big wicky red candles where everybody would have their stops, and the stock might liquidity sweep, basically get everybody's stop losses, get all the sellers out, and then all the sellers are gone, and then it's time for it to start running. So it has a green candle now. If it can have another big, strong green candle or an engulfing green candle or a few more green days, probably means it's back on track and back to going up and up and up. So this is one that, I'm looking at, it's not a fast, crazy mover the way like Duolingo was, but it looks pretty good. Here's one that I've done well with, PEGA Systems. It's an up and down stock. These are wild. It's actually, I think, decently rated or fairly well rated by a lot of these analysts and agencies. So it sounds like it has a decent business behind it. The price was at one time like $56, went all the way down to 30. I mean, it almost got cut in half, and then it recovered and it gapped up. I mean, it literally gapped up from 35 to like 42. This stock is insanely wild, and gapped up and went over the 200-day moving average. And that gap caused the 50-day to go over the 100, confirming. And then I think I got into the stock down around this area, around the bottom of these Keltner channels for either a position or a swing. I think the stock could, get back up to this 55, 56 area, might take some profit there, and then see if it just runs, but with all-time highs. But, I mean, this is a strong stock. It's basically up and down. It's a little wild, so got to be a little careful with it, but it's been a pretty decent-looking stock.